All right, I'm gonna start off with what this video is not. So this is not some sort of life hack or some sort of productivity thing or a habit you build, or this is not like, like a 10-step protocol to stop gooning forever. It's not gonna be a video that just tells you the same thing that everybody else tells you, because for a fact, I've done all of those things, and all of those things are temporary. Like, people will tell you, like, okay, like, if you want to stop gooning, like, write down every time you goon, and then, like, track it and make sure, and you can, like, try to progress slowly or wean off of it, allow yourself to do it at certain times of the day or whatever the crap is. I promise you, I've done it all, and it just does not work. But first, let me tell you how I even fell into this habit. So I'm about 26, and around 11 years old, the internet was, for me, like, kind of booming more, and people were just like getting a better idea of how to use it. And my parents are old, like they're new to the internet, but I'm, like, young and tech savvy, and basically, you're a little curious boy, and you're like, "Boy, I want to look at, like, naked girls," and that's what you do. And, like, it's not it's nothing special. Like, that's basically the story of every young man who's curious. And then from there, you're like, holy crap, I have this power at my fingertips. Like, that's so nice. And it becomes like a button you press when you want to feel good. I'm not here to tell you all the repercussions of this. You can go and do that on your own, or if you're here, you might just already know that you probably want to quit. It's not really beneficial for you. I literally cannot think of a good reason to goon. Like, if you are coming up with reasons that it's good for you or it's beneficial for your life, you're high key coping, bro. You are coping. There's no world, at least in this reality, that gooning is good for you. Like, just not to be, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that, y'all. Y'all gotta stop gooning, like, actually. And don't worry, if you're trying to, that's all right. I will tell you how I stopped for good. Now, let me tell you, throughout college, I was in my self-improvement arc, bro. I was, getting really into different things. I was trying to improve myself. I didn't realize all this, like, shame I had and self-doubt and self-hate I had towards me. And I was kind of discovering that lightly. And I was like, like, I want to, who am I? Like, I'm going to discover myself. I need to get rid of these bad habits because I'm bad and evil and I need to get rid of them. But I tried to, like, white knuckle and just, like, oh, like, I'm just going to quit. I'm going to quit cold turkey. I'm going to stop gooning. I'm going to stop doing all this crap. And, like, that never worked. I tried to wean off of it. I'm like, okay, I'm only allowed to do it at, like, X amount of times a day or a week or whatever, and only at these hours. Like, I tried that. It doesn't work. I would watch videos that motivate me and be like, yeah, like, the research says it's so bad for you. Like, don't do it ever. And I'm like, oh, that's so true. I subscribe to that. And it is, like, you objectify women. It just ruins, like, your relationship with women. It numbs you, and it hits a deeper part. Like, if you're gooning consistently, there's something that you're hiding from your own self. You're scared of yourself, bro, because you're scared of, like, the greatness you have and you can become, and that's already there. It's not that you can become it. Like, you can, but it's not just about potential. It's like the action you have, the being that's in you has so much, like, greatness, and you're scared of it and you want to numb it. But anyways, not to get too into that. Anyways, basically throughout college I tried. Like, the longest streak I had in college at the time, and I was pretty addicted, remind you, this is a habit that I've instilled for 10 years at the time, basically. At one point, I got a girlfriend in college, and this was, like, my first, like, real relationship, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta be good for this girl. Like, I gotta stop gooning for this girl. And so I stopped for, like, 2 months straight. I didn't at all. And I was like, yo, this is, like, I'm so, like, dude, I'm so solid. Like, I got this. I got rid of it. And of course, we end up breaking up, and guess what? The gooning comes back, bro. Why does that happen? Don't you, like, isn't that, like, curious? Like, doesn't that make you curious? Like, why did that happen? Because my external factor is the only thing that was driving me to stop. As soon as that external factor disappears, my motivation disappears. Gooning is not about motivation. Stopping it is not about motivation. Okay, I'll just fast forward quite a bit. It's present day. Um, the past couple years, I just started working a job. This is my second week, but before that, I was unemployed for 2 years. In the past 2 years, I've been spending time just exploring myself, my mind, understanding myself better, understanding my thought processes and why I think certain ways, and trying to heal any trauma and anything that's within me. And I started to understand that I was always too scared to quit gooning because it was a safe place for me. I felt safe and I felt secure. Like when I felt down, I could do it. When I felt, like off, I could do it. It was a space that I felt safe and secure in. And the thought of me not doing that literally shook my identity. And identity is very important in this discussion today because if you think about it, my identity, and this might be you as well, this identity says that when I goon, or when I have the option to goon, and that's a action I'm allowed to take or I can take because that's part of me, then I can feel good. And if I don't have that, if my identity does not involve gooning, then I'm scared. And I have this part of me that's new, and the potential and greatness that's new, it's scary. Basically, like, I want you all to think of a time where you didn't want to do something, but you did it anyways, and how did you feel after overcoming that? Like, let's say you play piano and you're doing a piano recital and you're super nervous for it. And then you go and play, and the feeling you have after, like, I actually did that, or it was fine, it went great, or maybe it went bad, but you definitely have something in your life where you felt that overcoming of something. But that fear before you overcome the thing is your body telling you to retreat and be your old identity. And maybe that fear is telling you to quit. Like, for example, to quit the piano recital, or to not do it because you're so scared. And maybe you've done that in your life. And so the next time you face something that's scary, you actually just quit. And if you don't quit, you're betraying your identity. And that means you get these uncomfortable feelings. I know this is really heady and really deep in the mind, but if this is clicking anything at all for you, please stay, because this has helped me quit gooning. And so basically what I'm trying to say is, whenever you try to change as a person, your body will literally react. You might physically react. Like, you get a stomach ache, your head, you're telling yourself you're tired, you feel tired suddenly, you're quiet, you're retreating inward. That's a sign that your body is trying to stay in the same person you are. But guess what? If you do the same things you've always done, you will not see or grow into a person you want to become. Because if you're doing the same things in the past, you will get the same things in the future. But if you think differently, if you try to, be more creative, you try to be different, be healthy, be kind as a person, and it's new for you, guess what? You'll change your future because you'll become that person. Anyways, back to gooning. So, I just can't believe I'm making a video about this. This is so funny. But, it's real, because I'm anti-goon. There's nothing good about it. But anyways, to quit gooning, you have to identify as someone who doesn't goon. It's not about the habit. It's not go 30 days and then you'll build the habit, and subconsciously, whatever, you'll just resist it, it'll just be a thing. But no, effortless resistance comes from literally not identifying with it. And maybe the first week or so or whatever might be a little hard, but honestly, for me, it was like that. It was like that. If the message hits you at the right, frequency at the right time of your life, it'll hit you like that. I'm telling you, if any of this is making sense, it has full possibility and opportunity to hit you like that. And what I mean is, I recommend you do this. You sit your ass down in a quiet place where you can fully focus, throw your phone out of the room, maybe throw it in a lake, I don't know. Sit down, write on a piece of paper. I do not give into gooning, or in your own way, however you want to write it. I wrote it like this because to me, this covers all the bases that I care about. I do not give into, I acronym it as PMO. I do not give into porn. I do not give into masturbation. I do not give into orgasm. Literally, you take what you want out of your own life type shit, but like, I wrote down clearly that is who I am. I do not give into those three things. And if you truly believe it and feel it in your body, like sit down in a silent place and sit with it. Don't just like quickly write it and move on as if it's like an afterthought. Be present with it, feel it. I do not give into blank. I do not give into gooning, whatever you want to write it. If you can't take gooning because it's like a funny word, write it seriously then. Or, sincerely. That's what matters the most. Not the seriousness, the sincerity. And then, guess what? Anytime you want to goon, oh, but that's not me. And then if I give into it, I'm going to be somebody that's not me. Think about it, y'all. Sit with it. If it's calling you, then, if any of that clicked for you, hey. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.